news. She said to pick her up, but that's a bad call. Timing, I don't wanna regret it when it goes wrong. Yeah.
Hi guys, so today I will be reviewing each of the first 5 books in the Percy Jackson series. So for the first book, we have The Lightning Thief. This is where we meet Percy Jackson, a young boy who is trying to figure out why he always feels like he's so odd. And he discovers that he is actually so special. He is half god and half human, and his father is actually one of the famous Greek mythological gods. He arrives at Camp Half-Blood, which is a camp full of people like him, half god, half human, who don't know where they belong. And he is given a quest to find Zeus's missing lightning bolt, or else a war will be declared between the gods. This whole book, he is discovering what he is capable of, who he can become, enemies that may go against him in the future, and he's truly just a boy trying to figure out what he truly is after being shocked about the whole news, and he's just trying to get familiar with this whole new world put before him. This story is full of so many fun, fantastic ideas, interesting, thrilling, easy to read, and addicting, and this really put the series in such a good start. So now we have the second book of the series, which is The Sea of Monsters. So here is another adventure of Percy Jackson. He travels across the Sea of Monsters, which is an ocean full of many scary and creepy creatures, and he goes through this ocean to save his best friend from being eaten by a cyclops. He manages to not only save his best friend, but also save the camp from monsters by bringing a magical item that heals the tree that protects their camp. And he not only saves so many people, but he also strengthens his relationships and connection with people. He encounters many monsters, old friends, and it is a super fun and great story full of lots of character development and showcases Percy's potential and just how powerful he is. Here he is still discovering who he truly is, but he is so close to finding it out. Next up, we have the third book of the series, which is The Titan's Curse. So this book, we see yet another adventure of Percy Jackson. So news goes around that the goddess Artemis, who is the goddess of the hunt and moon, has gone missing. And her presence is so important because the gods are about to make a very important decision that will affect the world. And she went missing after trying to look for a very powerful beast that could cause the end of the gods. Percy and his friends and some of Artemis's huntresses search for her. They encounter the Titans, their old friends, and have to face the Titan's curse. This book is much less lighthearted than the other books and is serious and mentions a lot more mature topics, but it is still a good read. However, it is a bit more on the serious side compared to the other books. So next up, we have the fourth book of the series, which is The Battle of the Labyrinth. So in case you didn't know, in Greek mythology, there is a famous labyrinth where it's basically a maze, but it's designed to be very confusing and almost no one was able to get through it. But in the center of it is a minotaur, which is half human, half beast, and it is the main obstacle you have to face before you are allowed to exit the maze. So here Percy and his friends journey and make their way through the mythical labyrinth of Greek mythology. They encounter monsters, gods with their own agendas, and the trickery of the labyrinth itself. Still serious and can make you uncomfortable with Greek lore, but very thrilling. So it is also like the other book, it is getting a bit more serious and has a lot more Greek lore, which means it has a lot more mythical, scary creatures, but it is still a good read and is very thrilling and keeps you on your seat. So here we have the fifth of the first 5 books of the Percy Jackson series, which is The Last Olympian. So, here the gods and titans are at war, and Percy Jackson is between it all. Is he the hero of prophecy that will save Olympus, or will he cause its fall? They have to defend Olympus and face betrayals and many unexpected plot twists. This book was so heartbreaking yet equally perfect. It provides a super satisfying ending and everything just falls together perfectly. It is a work of art. It is honestly such a good way for the series to sort of be put to an end, but however, there is still a continuation of more books. But this is like the most famous of the Percy Jackson series, the first 5 books. And it's just perfect. It's wonderful. Everything that you have been reading leads up to this book. It is everything. It is so satisfying. It is wonderful.